Well, that was interesting, wasn't it, Steve?
No, same people winning the same tournaments for the same year over and over again.
When are the next gen actually really going to step up to the fore?
In the male game, anyway.
Let's see what happens. Hi, this is Paul from Strung Too Tight.
Stephen here, hello.
And we are back, 2019, the season has restarted, and it's business as usual.
Well, it's been an interesting start to the year, hasn't it?
Not really.
On a personal level for us, it has.
On a personal level,
but anyway, no one wants to hear about that.
So welcome back, anybody who's waited for us. I honestly, we've had a lot of people actually saying to us about getting back onto the podders.
I think it was 6 people, yeah?
I had more than 6.
Oh, really now?
I had about 11.
Wow, seriously? Yeah. We got to double figures.
And then today, when I said that we were going to do our first one of the year, somebody was like, "Oh, I'll make sure I'm watching." So look, we've got to be consistent. We're going to make sure this happens. We enjoy it. I bought my wife a wonderful camera. So
it is wonderful, I have to say.
So if the quality of the recording is not that great, blame her. So,
blame you.
Blame me. Okay, so what's happened? I mean, look, we're going to go straight into the Australian Open. Obviously, it's just finished. We waited until the match had finished yesterday.
Yeah.
Before we talk just about the Australian Open, Steve, I'm just going to ask you a question about something which has kind of bugged me. It didn't bug me at first, but now it's bugging me.
Go.
Gem's life.
Oh my God, this is disgusting. I almost don't want to say it in case they get more followers. So, one of my favourite tennis players on tour, let's put it that way, Svitolina is now the girlfriend of Gael Monfils, which is all nice, you know, a nice couple. But they've been, 2 months and they've already set up a joint Instagram account called Gem's Life. Disgusting, and they're always holding hands and public affection. I mean, when it goes wrong, which it will, let's be honest, 2 touring players is never going to be easy. Let's put it that way. Although Gael's coming to the end of his career, you could say. But I mean, come on, it's a bit much, isn't it? I mean, I'm personally devastated because I love Svitolina. Wait till I see her in February.
I mean, maybe he'll come to Dubai.
No, he is. He's coming.
He's coming. He's already come back.
Coming.
He doesn't normally come. He's got to come a couple of times, and now he's definitely coming because she's coming and she's the defending champion.
Well, he knows I'm going to be here. So when she meets me and our eyes gaze across again, it's game over.
I have to say, I liked it at first, but then the more and more I watch it, the more I just think it's just cheesy. He's
in his 30s. What's he doing? You seen that picture on Instagram where they're holding hands on the plane from one?
Yeah, the one where... Yeah,
I mean, come on.
I'm not the biggest fan of it. You know, it's a bit... It's just cheese. It's just cheesy and...
I always think the same thing. If it goes wrong, which it will, not to be pessimistic, but when it goes wrong, you're just going to look like fools, aren't you?
It's one of these things, isn't it, that, like, you know, they're younger, so I can understand it. But, you know, my wife, who I dedicated my entire life to, is not even a friend of mine on Facebook.
That's because you post 67 times a day. All my newsfeed is you most pointless things ever. I'm glad you brought this up, actually, because your Facebook is tedious, mate.
I just think you're full of it, and...
I guarantee people will comment agreeing with me.
Guarantee they don't.
Breathe in, breathe out again. Breathe in, that's the next step for you.
Oh, okay.
So that everything is on there.
Jeez, yeah? He's such a douche. Yeah. It didn't take long. We're at the end of January and we're already at each other's throat.
Follow Gem's Life on Instagram if you need to be sick, if you're feeling a bit unwell and you need to throw it up, get on there. It's good.
Okay, so now let's get into the tennis.
Where do you want to start?
We'll start with the guys because I think everything else is more interesting.
That's true.
So first things first, congratulations Novak Djokovic. That was in the top 3 performances in a final I've ever seen in my life.
It was routine, wasn't it?
It was insane.
Or is Nadal one of the top 3 worst performances? Or was it kind of both?
Have we changed roles? He seems to be the negative one now, and I'm the
Oh yeah.
positive one.
Oh my gosh.
It's
All changed. 2019.
I mean, I've spoken to Jules about it. I've spoken to a few people about it. Maybe Nadal was carrying a bit of an abdominal injury. We don't know. But at the end of the day, he didn't use it as an excuse, which is great. It was a very disappointing final. Djokovic was just insanely good. And I'm going to preempt Steve's thing. Steve said it before. I kind of argued with him. I'm going to say now, I actually think that Djokovic is already the greatest.
He's not there yet.
No.
I've said for a long time he's the second greatest player ever. I think that is confirmed now.
Look,
But if he goes on to win more Grand Slams, which he could, how do you beat him at the moment? Who's going to beat him?
well, exactly. I think it's worth putting some money on Djokovic winning the 4. I think he can do it. I don't see who can win Wimbledon except for him. I don't see who can win US except for him. Nadal. I mean,
Nadal has no confidence against Djoko. He has no confidence against him.
This is the thing, which is why I think there's a justifiable argument, and Federer will always be my favourite. Yeah. There's a justifiable argument that he's got a better record against the Big Four, the only one that has. He's obliterated the Big Four in final, or other 3 in the finals and stuff. Yeah. Federer hasn't. When he's beaten them. Yeah. Just.
He's reached the highest peak of tennis when was it 2011 when he was when a million matches unbeaten.
It was 2011, yeah. 2011. So you kind of just think that maybe it's that. I mean, yes, he's got 15. He needs to get another 5 more. I can see him getting 3 or 4 this year, and so
doesn't seem a long way off 5 Grand Slams when you think about it.
But the thing again, which the stat for me, which is just scary, is how many finals over the last 15 years have not involved Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, or Murray.
Well, I think just the top 3 without Murray was 83%. Without him, without Andy, who's so something like 92%.
It's amazing. So congrats anyway. I just want to bring to everyone's attention a couple of things, because we usually do, and we need to get controversial on the first one. That Carreño Busta incident was an embarrassment to umpiring worldwide. We have defended umpires. We defended you guys during the Serena debacle, right? What happened in that match was disgraceful.
Yeah, it was bad.
It doesn't matter that he was running for another ball. Why was he allowed to challenge if he was going to not be given a chance to replay the point? So I've had people who know referees, Milan, my friend Dave over in the UK, who is an LTA referee, and they've all said the same thing, which is yes, but he was nowhere near the ball. It's common sense. No, it's not common sense.
Yeah, it's definitely not common sense.
It's not common sense. Picture it like this, and I've used this so many times, and people look at me like I'm stupid, so I'll just try and do it like this. Let's just say that ball flicked up high. It didn't flick, it did flick up high, but it flicked up a little bit higher up the net and gave Nishikori the chance to smash it, okay? To smash it. The ball bounced and was called out, okay? Don't forget that it was called out. Right. The moment that ball's called out, it's the end of the point. It doesn't matter if Nishikori smashes it, because what now Carreño Busta has to do is actually challenge, because it was in. Okay? So it flicks up, it's called out, Nishikori smashes it for a winner. Does it matter?
Yeah, he could catch the ball. It's finished, the point's over.
Exactly. So this is what I don't understand. So what you're saying is that basically because the umpire just thinks, well, Nishikori was going to win the point anyway, then he gets the point.
Yeah, mental.
It's wrong. I don't like the way that Carreño Busta reacted.
No, but I can't justify that.
Let's be honest. I think I'd be the same.
Let's be honest. It's not 1 point why he lost the match, but still at such a critical point, in a way, it sort of is and it isn't.
I mean, for those of you who might not realize, 8-5 in the final set tiebreak.
Up.
8-5
He was 8-5 up.
2 points from the match, and that happens, right? I don't care who you are, you know that he's challenged, and then he's told, by the way, even if you win this challenge, you lose the point.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah,
that's what turned everything. Everybody needs to realize that. That's what turned. As he challenged, He was walking back to the juice court, and then the umpire said to him, "Pablo, just so you know, even if you win the challenge, you've lost the point."
I actually thought the officiating the whole tournament was pretty average.
Yeah, it was.
Jane Skottavang has gone mental. And he's a Brit.
Well, who
Tsitsipas Federer.
was and he gave 2 warnings in the first game.
I mean, come on. Tsitsipas is probably the biggest match of his career against Rog. What was it, 4th round? Yeah, 4th round, Grand Slam. And he gives him 2 warnings. Do you know what, we were saying this actually, I'll say since the Serena debacle is a good way of putting it. It seems like, I bet the umpires have just got together at the end of season do or whatever gala they go to, and like next year we are going to be ruthless. They're going to give nothing to anybody. It doesn't even matter if you're God, Federer or whoever. You're getting slammed. Like Kyotovan calling the score out immediately after the point's over just so you can start that clock. I don't know. I mean, come on.
I don't know. I saw a lot of the match yesterday.
I understand rules are rules, but
I felt Nadal was pushing the shot clock yesterday like crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, look. So that was the guys. The girls, though, yes.
Yeah, good final. Very good final. I thought the girls' tournament was pretty good, actually.
I said this to you last year, if you remember. I believe that when we lose Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, the ladies will be the ones that keep things interesting because. Again, I think some of the matches in the ladies were insanely good. I mean, some of Halep versus Serena.
Yeah, Serena and Pliskova.
Serena Pliskova, what a joke. And again, I'm always the first to admit it when Serena, well done. You had every reason to turn around and be, I went over my ankle. I've done it myself. You went over that. It clearly inhibited your movement and it affected everything. Well done. Pliskova did play, I think she was described as lights out tennis. It was. It was lights out tennis.
What did you think of Serena's outfit?
Bloody awful.
Oh, I thought it was great.
Oh, I thought it was so bad.
I thought it was fantastic.
No.
What was wrong with it?
I have to say, actually, I thought most of the ladies' outfits were terrible, except for the Adidas ones. I thought Adidas ones were great.
Yeah, the men's Nike outfits were fantastic.
What are we?
Well, Adidas did that campaign, didn't they? Where all of their clothing was made out of
recycled plastic. Yeah, it was really good.
Which is quite nice. No one cares, but it's quite nice.
And that's a very nice top. You got
present by Mr. SB over here, as he told me now reduced in all sports shops.
Yeah. It's been reduced to pretty much half the price I pay, but it's lovely. I like that top.
Actually, the guy commented who have just had it.
I did, good. Yeah. But yeah, so getting back to the ladies then, Osaka. There's something about you, Osaka, that just I think it just warms people.
I think somebody said endearing, which is probably
I've used the word endearing.
Perfect word to use for her.
She's just, I mean, she lost that second set right after holding 3 match points. On the Pliskova serve, on the Kvitova serve. Kvitova was playing out of her head when she was down, by the way. But she just burst into tears when she loses that set. Goes off court. I'm texting everybody. I'm texting everybody. It's over. This set's going to be 6-love. I told Beer, I told you guys. I was like, it's over. 6-love. Kvitova's going to win this 6-love. How on earth she managed to just switch it all off and come back? She
said, didn't she, in the press conference after the match that she went away and just switched her feelings off. I was like, well done for doing that. I think she switches a lot of other things off mentally as well, if I'm honest. But honestly, we've had this discussion. I love her. We think she's great. There might not be everything there upstairs. I think it plays into her hands. But I think it plays. She's so in her own little world. You know, in the press conference afterwards, again, she said she forgot to smile. Her coaches were telling her, make sure you smile if you win. And she had notes and she forgot it all. She's like, yeah, I forgot. How can you forget to smile after winning a Grand Slam?
So, I mean, it's so...
I'm putting the trophy down. So I was like, 1 second, let me just put this down. Hold what are you doing? No, hold the trophy. Who puts a trophy down to the first time they've ever won it? I thought it was great.
Somebody asked her in the press conference about the talking and public speaking, and she goes, well, you know, I can't do her. Well, you know, I only really say 10 sentences a day, so it's more than I normally say. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, I've encountered enough. 3 years in a row, I've encountered her at Dubai Duty Free.
True.
And yeah, she's never said a word. Yeah. She never speaks. It's quite an interesting one. And you think, yeah, she's a young lady. She's 21 years old.
People are going to think she's grumpy.
I thought she was. I thought she was insanely arrogant.
I think that's a problem. People might think she's arrogant, grumpy, but she's just so introvert.
And the way she walked around, I just used to think, God, you're so miserable. You're so arrogant.
Would you remember we watched her? Actually, Paul years ago did say this girl's going to be good. I thought she was terrible, but she looked miserable during the tournament. Oh my God! But she's just obviously in her own space, which is a good thing, I guess.
I think the other thing as well is that when she first sort of burst onto the scene, and certainly when I told you I felt she was going to win the slams and be world number one, she was literally just trying to copy everything Serena. I think she's started developing her own game. There is a lot of Serena in there, but she's also developing a lot of things about her game which are not Serena, and I think particularly the attitude and the behaviour on court is one of them. I think she's lovely. I think she's great. She's must-watch TV for the car crash that's inevitable every time she speaks. She says some funny things in the press conferences. You should watch them.
Clearly a big match player as well.
And I was thinking about this: U.S. Open, Australian Open, and Miami.
The first
or was it Indian Wells?
Indian Wells. Time she played Serena, and yeah.
I mean, gee, that's 3 massive tournaments. Massive. So she's number 1 in the world now, deservedly so. The women, when you look at the top 10, it's
tight, isn't it?
I mean, a good run on clay when it happens. I've just banged my mic. A good run on clay, you're going to see different world number 1s, etc., etc. I mean, but now Osaka's got 2. I mean, she's got 4,000 points from 2 tournaments. She got 5,000 points from 3 tournaments.
Yeah.
5,000 points from 3 tournaments.
I can't remember what she did in the clay last year. I don't think a lot. She had a real dip, didn't she?
Yeah, she's not the best on clay.
She's got a lot of points there.
But I mean, it'll be interesting to see what she does. I mean, will she come to Doha? Will she come to Dubai? I mean, she's not had a great one.
She is down for Dubai.
Okay, cool.
9 of the top 10, and I think the other one.
Kvitova comes. She usually comes.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but 9 of the top 10 ladies are confirmed at the moment, of course. I think she'll be able to handle all the pressure as well. Fine. Again, the way you look at her, she's so introverted in her own space. She's a kid, basically. That I don't think she even understands pressure. I don't really think, world number 1, I don't really think she cares.
No, I think she would care.
I don't know.
But anyway, the other thing as well I want to mention is well done, Kvitova. You had a horrible situation with your hand, etc.
She's got a bad paper cut on her hand, actually.
I just thought she was like making a sandwich or something. but anyway, well done.
No, well, yeah. She's lovely as well. She was here in Dubai practicing beforehand, so.
And then was there any dramas? I can't think of any dramas in the women's this year's Australian.
No, boring, isn't it?
Yeah.
Serena, come on, love, step up.
Yeah.
Let's get the.
Serena, stop being nice.
I thought it was just good all round. Good tennis matches. Yeah.
I think just a good tournament. The women's game definitely is starting to show signs of improvement. My only concern right now is that Osaka is not necessarily the best feeling and touch on the ball. So, whereas I want to see the likes of Kazatkina come through, etc., it's still being dominated by...
She's a physical specimen as well. She's an athlete. But hopefully there's something to maybe improve, the slices, variation.
What I loved about what she did actually in that final was, you know how the ladies' game, the return pretty much is nailed straight down the middle all the time. But like how low she's on her knees for pretty much all of them, and Kvitova hits a big ball down the middle. Next one I want to say about the men's doubles. Continent and Piers are back.
Out of nowhere.
I did not see that.
I mean, Skupski's roasted them in Brisbane or Sydney or wherever.
I even have spoken about maybe what they needed to split, but good on them. Got to the final, got beaten by Herbert and Mahut, which is a partnership I love.
Yeah,
I think Herbert is a really nice guy. Did a kids' day with us about 4 years ago and was absolutely charming.
Mahut deserves a bit of success as well. He's been around the block.
Yeah, Mahut, for those who didn't know, Mahut actually won Junior Wimbledon, was France's big hope, and then just didn't really
They have
deliver.
so many, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, no matter how many slams he wins in doubles or mixed, he's always going to be that man.
Who lost the longest match ever to Isner, unfortunately.
But no, well done to them. In the ladies' doubles, We had Stosur and Zhang. Was it Zhang? Oh, sorry.
One of them.
One of the Team China.
Yeah, I didn't see the doubles.
Versus Mladenovic and Babos. And I fully expected Mladenovic and Babos to kill them, but they didn't. They got killed in the final. Brilliant. Well done for that.
Yeah, glad they lost.
I saw a great semi-final actually between Stosur and the Chinese girl versus Strikova and Varakanova. So I begins with V. And that was just amazing to watch. The 19-year-old girl, beginning with a V, she was playing out of her head, started playing a little bit bad. Strikova was lovely at the beginning. Once she started playing badly, it was like...
She's a tough cookie.
Yeah, Strikova's not...
Yeah, you don't mess around with that one.
And then the mixed, another new name to look out for, Astra Sharma.
Neil Skupski, to what I was going to say.
Neil Skupski got to the semis, played brilliantly. But Astra Sharma got to the final with JP Patrick, John Patrick, and they were beaten by, off the top of my head, let me remember. Rajiv Ram, lovely guy, and Krayakova.
No, I did not know she was world number one in doubles.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously, did anyone know? I genuinely didn't know.
Of course.
You would know, obviously.
I'm a geek, that's why.
I really didn't know. I felt quite bad for her, actually.
So that was the Australian Open. We're now going to move over to Davis Cup and things like that, although what is
Well, also, actually, quickly, something you started off at the very beginning, I guess for the next gen, well done to Tsitsipas. Seems like he's able to produce a little bit under pressure. Obviously, Fed's had his chances, but the rest of them...
Well, Pui did as well. I wanted to say about Tsitsipas, I actually did post this on Facebook, actually, and just would like to throw it out there. Watching Tsitsipas versus Federer, to me, was like watching a stallion horse versus a foal. Because... the way Tsitsipas plays is like his body is
gangly, isn't he?
His body doesn't go the same way as the ball. And it's like, especially on the serve, he throws the ball up and hits the serve. He jumps 7 feet back, 7 feet to the left, 7 feet. You're like, what the hell? So yeah, he looks all legs and arms.
I think what I'm excited with him for is that I think it might be different to even especially Zverev and the team, is that Tsitsipas has got so much room for improvement. I think he's still got. Whereas I feel with Zverev and team, I feel like they're already there. I don't see how they can really improve. They've come back from the off season and have made no changes to their game. Well, Tsitsipas, I think he's already getting to top 10. Yeah, is he top 10 now? Actually,
who?
Tsitsipas, because he was 14, wasn't he?
I think
he's around there. But I still think, like you say, he looks like a gangly, awkward. Maybe he's just going to be like that forever, but. He doesn't look very good, but obviously he's amazing. I just think he's got a lot of room to grow. Whereas with the others, I don't feel...
Well, what is alarming is that Kyle Edmonds, first round, but obviously lost so many points. Went down 15 places in the ranking.
Is that what it was?
Hyung Chung went down around about 25 places in the ranking. Yeah. Kyrgios now is
top 50.
Way outside top 50 now. Raonic played 4 matches of perfection and then met Pui and didn't.
Got tired probably, didn't he?
Yeah, but it was a shame because I thought he was going to do well. But then
I was happy for Pui. I quite like he's a nice guy.
No, I don't mind Pui, and I don't really enjoy watching Raonic play because it is like watching paint dry.
Yeah, it's tough.
Flat
face, which is one of the
So Steve, we need to talk a little bit about that.
Well, what have you been giving? You should talk about this because this has kind of come from all of you. We haven't done anything to get this. So it's just apart from pretty face, that's why we got some.
So one of our Instagram buddies called Mains and Crosses. They're a massive. Actually a small organisation that have just decided to do everything over Instagram, and they do a fantastic job. Really, really good stringers. Know exactly what they're talking about.
It's the American version of you, isn't it?
Yeah, but
just they know a lot more and a lot more handsome.
Yeah, probably.
I've never seen the guy, but I know that for sure.
Obviously, it must be. Yeah. But really nice guy. Anyway, so they'd spoken about Robin Soderling stuff, and they'd said that had been sent on. So I contacted the team at Robin Soderling, and they sent us an amazing package.
I think actually you've got it on the Strung Too Tight Instagram. The opening the box.
Yeah, we opened the box. We actually opened the box when we were in hospital with my wife. But yeah, we got this amazing package. They sent us 4 boxes, 3 boxes with their balls.
I've got to say, the presentation is probably the best
It's
ever.
a joke how good it is.
Isn't it?
So we've done some testing with some of the balls. The Tour Edition ball, which is this one, which is the white one, that's been going down really, really well. Nice ball. I've got some reviews which I'd rather do some research on just to double check.
The All Court Black Edition balls are useless.
No. The worst, the ones, these ones were not good. We didn't like these ones, the Club Edition.
I'm joking as well.
What's he saying?
Sorry.
Okay. And then I put the string, because they sent loads of string, they sent loads of grips.
I've used the string. I've got to say it was nice actually.
Here's some of the grips.
Broke it this morning.
So some of these grips here, the new tack. I have to say the grips are lovely. They're really, really tacky. Really enjoy playing with them. So yeah, I just want to say a massive shout out to Patrick and the guys over at Robin Soddling. From what we've seen so far, the presentation insanely good. The quality of the balls in particular, like the two that we mentioned, really, really good. One was significantly slower than the other. I think the Tour was actually the slower one.
Yeah.
Grips amazing. String, you really.
Yeah, the string was good. I must admit, I did like it a lot.
He had the Lyon string in his racket. So there's Lyon, there's Paris, and there's New York. So we haven't tested.
Are they titles he's won?
You'll think so, yeah. No, because he never won Paris. He's just beaten Nadal in Paris.
Yeah, well, those two love each other, don't they?
So
best of friends.
I'm going to put the New York. He's actually just snapped his Lyon. So I'm going to put the Paris in next, which is a textured or a shaped shaped poly.
My shaped polyester.
You do, don't you? But massive thanks to them. I wish you all the success in the world. And if we start doing things the way we want to do in the future, then hopefully we can expand our collaboration even further. Anything else that we need to talk about? Because I'm conscious of time.
No, I guess obviously we briefly covered the Australian Open. I think maybe a little mention for Steffi, who's just played Tarbes.
Yeah, fantastic.
That's quite, it's worth
Steffi Bojica, who is a Romanian girl who's been training here for several years under the guidance of an old colleague of ours. When I say old, I mean he's not a colleague now, even though he's a bit older than me. But yeah, great job reaching Tarbes, reaching the main draw of Tarbes.
Good.
So Steffi, really, really congratulations. Get yourself doing more of these international tournaments, and yeah, let's see where it takes you to.
See what happens. Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else that we can think of?
I think it's all good. I think we did quite well, didn't we?
We didn't. We haven't done badly, guys. If there's any questions and stuff you want to ask, then please send us some information. We
know you've missed us.
Some of you really have missed us. Again.
Yeah. I don't know what that says about you, actually.
Yeah,
that worries me a bit.
Get lives. Beer.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
beer.
Come on.
In particular, beer.
Oh, really, beer?
She's the one that keeps on going on about doing it as well.
Oh,
if you want more information about stringing, about tournaments, about anything tennis.
Obviously, Dubai next month, 4 weeks away. We've got the DDF, Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Tournament coming up, ATP WTA event. We've got some big names coming, so I'm sure over the next few weeks, a little bit of our time is going to be talking about that.
We didn't even touch on Murray.
Should we give him... Can we add some violin music just at the end?
We'll just do this.
Well, I feel he deserves a whole one. Or he deserves a 15-minute.
Yeah. We are going to do...
Because you're going to cry for about 10 minutes of it.
Yeah. We will do an Andy Murray special. I'm devastated.
I have a funny... it's a bit much for me, actually.
I think he's going to have the surgery. And
he's coming here. I've been told by his team he's coming here in 4 weeks.
So what if he's coming in? Why did he bother going to Australia? He got killed. He had a great match. Even if he wins that match, he won't be able to play the next day.
That retirement was just a natural reaction to getting whooped by Djokovic. But so everybody, he's going to be looking at Nadal thinking, it wasn't so bad actually. Yeah, you can't play 4.5 hours against Batista Agut, who is banging form. No.
Anyway, so either way, Steve, it's time to wrap it up. I think we've spoken for too long. Thank you very much for watching. Please share it, like it. What
Love
else do
it.
you do?
Tweet it. I don't know. Repost.
Yeah, do anything just to make sure that we get some coverage, get some exposure.
If you repost it, we'll put a little S2T on your t-shirts
or on your racket.
Or on your racket, which is even better. I've got a picture of you, or you've got pictures of that.
Yeah, we can.
I'm hoping with this new fancy dancy camera, we might even look a little bit more attractive. I know that's impossible, but it's just going to enhance my beauty.
That's exactly. But I will have a shave by next time anyway. So there we go. Right.
I like it when it's a
I
little bit.
hate it when it's like this.
You look like. Don't you think he looks like a newborn chick who's just come out of an egg? That is I've just realised that is exactly what you look like, and you've got that little fluffy hair on top.
I tell you, the best example of that is look at baby pelicans, baby flamingos.
Okay, done.
They're really fluffy little. That is it.
You do look like a fuzzball.
Baby pelicans.
Here we go. On that note.
On that note, see you guys later. Thanks for listening and watching, and
Thank you.